Joining us today is Rose Yang. She is from KKBOX in Taiwan. She is the Director of Loyalty and Insights for that music service. Well, first of all, Rose, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And first of all, can you tell us a little bit about KKBOX and what KKBOX does?
KKBOX is an online music streaming service. Its service is just like Spotify's, but in Asia we are leading brand because we have more comprehensive Asian pop music library.
Okay. And how are you measuring customer experience and customer engagement at KKBOX?
We define customer engagement basically based on their listening behavior. So we measure the length of time they spend in listening to music. And we also measure the number of genre, albums, songs, playlists, and artists they've listened to. And we also measure the recency frequency of using our service.
And how important is that measurement to the others in your organization?
The measurement, all the indicators can tell our management team how engaged our customers are. And engagement is much important than the absolute number of subscription, because low engagement means your user might feel unsatisfied with your music library, or your user just find the interface design is awkward, or they just don't understand what your service is. So low engagement also means a high risk of churn. So we need to let the management team understand how engaged our users are.
Now, the music service is based here in the West, like Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music. People get pretty attached to, and there seems to be a lot of loyalty brand to brand. Are people passionate about KKBOX in Asia?
Yeah, in Asia markets, most users are fond of Asia pop music, and as Chinese is the major language in Asia countries, so our comprehensive library of Mandarin pop music is our strength. So we have a bunch of passionate listeners.
And what things is KKBOX looking to do to further improve the customer experience?
We try to develop more formats of music-related content, not just pure music. Right now we have live performance, live concert, and we also do a lot of online interview with artists and senior producers. All these interviews will be live broadcasted to the user through our YouTube channel, Facebook fan page. And we also have editorial team to write in-depth music story about music creation. And we have a unique product feature called the Listen With. It's a kind of online real-time text chat room. Artists and celebrity can invite their fans to the chat room and listen to the same playlist, which is curated by the artist or the celebrity. They can listen to the same playlist at the same time. So we try to create more interactive experiences between artists and their fans.
And what about language barriers? So if I'm in Taiwan, can I chat with the Pen Friend Club who are Japanese and there's a translation, or do you have to know Japanese or they have to know Chinese?
Although our service is available across several countries, but the service is limited to a single country at a time. So basically the communication is in the language used in that country.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Facebook and the Facebook community and YouTube. How are social media channels like that being used to further promote KKBOX?
Because KKBOX is a very music-oriented app, so we don't have much room to do conversation with our users. And YouTube and the Facebook fan page provides us a way to give more content and more interaction with our fans, our users.
And a question I asked you before in a previous interview, are there any plans or hopes to have KKBOX expanded to reach not only Asian folks in the West, but people that are interested in Asian culture here in the West?
For now, we don't have such plan just like an article I just read yesterday. It talks about the K-pop group EXO was performing their first concert in LA last Friday night, but at the performance, mainstream media, U.S. mainstream media didn't show up.
Oh.
So the news or the performance is just limited to the fans.
Right.
Not very popular among all the other media. So KKBOX also don't see any advantage to develop our service in other countries outside of Asia.
Well, that makes sense. Well, thank you, Rose, for joining us today. We appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks.